Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I have the one and only Davinci J15, and we were just playing PlayStation 5 together, believe it or not, and he took all of my gold, by the way.
You know what, we're supposed to play Xbox.
Yes.
And the Xbox sucks. Right?
Yeah, the Xbox is trash.
Oh my god, it's so horrible.
This video is not endorsed by PlayStation
or Xbox.
Or Xbox. It's just Xbox is trash, and he took all my gold, even though I was a kid and he's like 50.
He came here to actually set up my Xbox.
Yes.
And when we did set it up, it was like, we ended up playing with PlayStation.
PlayStation is 5 times better. But guys, today we will be discussing the price of Bitcoin, because both Davinci and I believe that Bitcoin will have a huge move coming very, very soon, because, well, the Bollinger Bands are squeezing. You know, the Bollinger Bands are squeezing on the daily chart, and this suggests that we will have a huge move coming on the price of Bitcoin very soon. We'll get into my personal targets that we have to break for bullish scenario and for a bearish scenario also. And Davinci, the CPI...
I noticed the lucid SARs over there. They got the lucid SARs.
Yes.
They have on their chart.
This is from Tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I love Tone. Tone is one of the guys that, coached me with TA, and he's super guys who check Tone Base out. He's super nice. But Davinci, what day is the CPI? Is it on the 12th or...
The CPI. I think it's on the Wednesday, isn't it?
On the Wednesday, yeah. So that would be around the 12th of the 12th of April. So the CPI will be the inflation data. Now the PCE data actually came out lower last time, and that's basically indicating that the CPI could see a move towards a downside too.
CPI.
Oh, the
CPI tells you lie.
Yeah, exactly. It tells you, inflation is only 8%, but really when you go to the supermarket and the same milk that you bought last year, well, it's like 3 times the price. That's how you measure the real inflation, not from the CPI. Exactly. However, the markets like the CPI and likes to trade that. So I think Bitcoin could finally have its last big move after this huge consolidation phase after the CPI, which probably will come lower, meaning that inflation will technically reduce according to the CPI.
Your battery's about to die, man.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
It's a Mac. It will last. 10% lasts me like 5 years.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
It's
not
fine.
when you're recording video.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, let's see.
Work out.
Vamos a ver. That's Spanish.
Yeah, I have no clue what he said, but it's fine.
We will see.
We will see.
Spanish.
We'll see. Trust me, it'll last. But so the CPI, if it comes down lower, right, the inflation will be lying. Inflation comes down lower, then Bitcoin could see a pump towards the upside, because of course lower inflation is bullish for the markets, for the S&P 500. Now we both know that if inflation increases, right, the Fed interest rates will also continue to increase, because the Fed wants to increase interest rates until we reach 2% inflation. So we'll take some time. We'll take some time, but if they increase the rates, right, the banks will continue to collapse, right?
Yeah, and besides, they can't get ahead of that because they have to get way ahead of inflation, meaning their interest rates needs to be, right, way higher than the CPI, like twice, in order to get it back down to 2%.
And God, that's not happening.
You can't do it any other way, and you have to keep it there for quite some time, right? So that the confidences can be rebuilt in the fiat system of your loaning money. So people will. The reason why you need to keep the interest rates there is so that people can basically, how we do in crypto, lock up our crypto for APY. So people could lock up their dollars for
and
APY.
not use it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that brings down the inflation. So,
exactly.
They need to convince the market that, hey, you're going to get way more dollars than the actual inflation, and that requires like some serious confidence. Where, hey, you know what? Okay, look at that 30%. They have to do 30% basically.
Damn, that's not happening, because now the situation is, this is the first time that the dollar is also potentially losing its status as the world reserve currency. So on top of a recession, the dollar could lose its world reserve currency status, which of course will drive a crazy chaos, right?
I mean, how could you raise rates to 30% when everybody's indebted majorly to their eyeballs?
Exactly.
You can't.
And no countries trading with your dollars anymore also,
exactly.
right? So
they're leaving, right? The BRICS nations are leaving, right? But you know what? It's still early on in the game. Who knows if they truly are going to leave? But if they do leave this year, oh boy. Yes, you've seen. Have you seen the video played by what was it?
Ray
The video-
Dalio?
No, not a video played by Ray Dalio. The video of Tricky Dick Nixon, right, saying, hey, he has this to stop the gold convertibility of gold because of the
Was this one of the raps that you?
No. It was actually, if you look up Nixon,
Okay.
right, when he took the United
Gold
States off the
standard.
gold standard, right, there was a whole media thing, and it's available on YouTube. And you watch that for a second, and just replace the statement from gold, replace the convertibility of gold to convertibility of the U.S. Treasury notes.
Yeah, which is what screwed up the banking system.
Watch what would happen there.
Exactly. God. Man, if that happens, then it's not looking good. And what do you think for Bitcoin? Do you think Bitcoin will reach its gold, inflation hedge status and rise as the dollar collapses into, potentially a next interesting bull market? So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think gold and silver, as well as Bitcoin, will
Yeah.
get a huge bid if we see the collapse now. Of course, there's certain things that are problems with that, right? Because a lot of the gold is like a hedge, is like leveraged 100 to 1. So that means there's only one person who owns the gold, and 100 people believe that 99 people think they own it.
That's not like
the
Bitcoin,
gold.
because of course
Bitcoin is a little bit less. It's
Bit less.
probably about 10 to 1 leverage.
Really?
Yeah, well, they just did there was a news article that I did on my channel, right? Check it out in the descriptions below, I'm sure.
Yes.
Where I talked about, hey, the ratio of derivatives to spot has dropped to 10 to 1.
You know what that
One-
means? That
so
means
one spot, well, if every dollar goes into spot, 10 goes into derivatives.
So basically, they're selling Bitcoin they don't have.
Correct.
And you know what that means? When you go to your exchange and you think you're buying Bitcoin, well, that Bitcoin belongs to the exchange, doesn't belong to you, and hypothetically couldn't even exist, right? There's a chance it doesn't even exist. So what you got to do is, if you're buying Bitcoin, go to that exchange, buy your Bitcoin, and put it on your hardware wallet right now. Otherwise,
Yeah, it's not yours.
it's not yours. It's not yours. And can the exchanges legally say that if they go, under, say, okay, this is legally our crypto, so we don't owe you anything? Can they
Yes,
say that?
because you're an unsecured creditor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So.
Makes sense. And you probably
So-
sign the terms and conditions when you're signing up with your account, right? And you waiver probably off all of your crypto.
And keep in mind the terms and conditions can change without notice.
Yeah, they send you an email, right? They just send you an email, and then it goes in your spam, and then you have no clue what's going on. Yeah, so it's looking pretty crazy. So again, personally, I'm DCing into Bitcoin. Of course, Davinci already has a bunch of Bitcoin. Ethereum will have its Shanghai upgrade soon, which I will do a video later on that, so stay tuned for this. But the Bollinger Bands are squeezing, and whenever they squeeze, especially on the daily time frame,
We're going to see a big move coming.
look at here, like we had a huge move towards the upside or towards the downside, so both can happen, but
Yeah, exactly. The Bollinger Bands don't give you a direction.
Exactly. But these are my targets that I want to break above. So the 28.7K, I want to get above, and the 29.1K to see a move towards the 31.7K potentially. And if we're moving towards the downside, then 26.6K is the target to break to reach 24.4K. But again, nothing in this video is financial advice. This is just our own personal opinions only. It's super important to do your own research before trading or investing and not relying on anyone. But yeah, that's it. That's it from us. That's it from Davinci. But thank you guys so much for watching. Keep your Bitcoin off exchanges, and I personally DCA every day because hyper Bitcoinization
is coming.
is coming, right? So, but guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. So take care, everyone.
Bitcoin!
Bye-bye.